everyone, PSP here again. Once more here with Dania. We're gonna continue working with the leg locks, and we're gonna show some variations that we can use from the knee bar that we saw last class. After we're done with the half guard, we're gonna go back to the bottom, work a little bit with open guard. But for the moment, let's finish the half guard thing. Okay guys, nice to see you. Moving the head sideways, up and down. Circling the head, everyone. Both sides. The other arm. And hips. Okay, everyone. Dropping on the floor and bridging. Sometimes each side. Hips gaping. Sometimes each side. I'm gonna rotate my body to the right, step to the left, extend the bottom leg, and move to the turtle. Back, do the same thing to the other side. Turn the body to the left, step to the right, extend the bottom leg, and go into the turtle. 10 times each side, everyone. One side, the other side. Going to the turtle position, just back stepping here. 10 times inside, people. Watch your hip, keeping it above the floor. And last but not least, rolling over the shoulder, forward and backwards. Okay, watch your heads, everyone. Rolling forward, rolling backwards. You can drop the hip. Rolling backwards, you can drop the hip all the way down, switch shoulders, and roll forward. Making sure, everyone, that you're not rolling over the head, that you're controlling your hip so it doesn't fall to the side. Very important for us to get this mobility. 5 times each side, back and forth. So let's work with the partner drills. Okay, everyone, just repeating the drill that we saw last class. Okay, I'm going to do an entry here for the knee bar. Then it's going to defend and the up on top, and we're just going to be switching positions like this. If you guys have still doubts about this, check out the Friday class that show more details. So here, then it has the half guard. I'm going to do the entry for the knee bar by posting, back stepping. She's going to cross her legs, reach for my shoulder here under my armpit, turning the hip, handing on top. I'm going to set my half guard. She's going to do the same pose, back step. I hide the leg, cross my arm, grabbing her shoulder, pushing her down, and the up on top. And we're just going to be switching positions like this. As I said, we saw this on the last Friday. Make sure, guys, you keep repeating this because this is a good mobility to have, both for the entry and for the defense. Okay, so let's do that for 4 minutes. Switching positions. Actually, let's do that 2 minutes on one side and then 2 minutes on the other side, so you're able to practice both sides. And again, people, start slow. If you guys feel comfortable with this exercise, you guys can speed up. Remembering, being fast is not cutting steps, just putting them together real quickly. All right, now let's see today's position, people. Okay, people, today we're gonna see some options when my opponent reacts to my knee bar attack. So we're gonna have a few situations here. What happens most of the time is that when I go for the knee bar that we saw last Friday, if you guys haven't checked that out before you see this class, go back to that to the other one, to the knee bar that we saw last Friday, because it's gonna be important. So the idea is that I'm here with Daniel and I want to attack the leg. So I'm going to pose in front of the hip, back step, sitting on the hip, and I want to attack this leg So a lot of the times when I sit here, Danya is going to hide the leg from me, okay? So for me, everyone, what is important is that I stay heavy on Danya's hips, okay? Because as long as I'm here, Danya's having a pretty bad time, okay? I have a good control. So she hit this leg, okay, which makes it a lot harder for me to attack, but I can see the other foot available over there. So that's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna keep my knees together. I'm going to hold her toes and I'm gonna roll over my shoulder, okay? She's gonna be here and I'm gonna keep the control off the toes. I'm gonna go here with my forearm under her ankle and I'm gonna grab my own wrist, and from here I'm just gonna attack the toe hold. Very important, people. I'm going to keep the grip and I'm just gonna turn my shoulder towards her hip and I'm gonna get the toe hold. What is gonna happen a lot of the times when I have this position? Once I'm attacking here the toe hold, then it doesn't want to tap, so she's gonna use the other leg to break the grip. And now I can control her heel. I'm gonna have the knee bar again, and I'm gonna just attack the leg that I wanted to attack in the first place. Okay? So important for us, guys, is to diversify a little bit. Okay? If my opponent is defending something, my opponent is probably exposing something else. I'm gonna switch to that. If my opponent defends again, I go back to the first idea, and this is gonna be basically the game plan for a lot of positions that we have in Jiu-Jitsu. I attack something to get something else. Okay? So one more time. I was here with Danya. We were fighting, maybe trying to set a control. I wanna go straight for the legs. So I'm gonna pose, back step. She hides the leg. No knee bar from me. Her foot is here in front of me. Cannot attack this leg. I'm gonna grab her toes. I'm gonna drop on my shoulder already here with the toe hold in place. Okay? From here, people, I'm gonna grab my wrist, turn my shoulders to the hip, and I'm gonna get the toe hold. Alright? If she starts breaking my grip here with the other leg, I control her heel, keep the grip, hip forward, and I have the knee bar that I wanted in the first place. One thing that I want to make sure to be clear, everyone, is when we talk about being fast and connecting the steps fast, we need to understand that as soon as I have the submission in place, we are not supposed to be fast anymore, okay? Because I already have what I need, and if I do that pretty fast, for example with the knee bar or with any other submission, I might injure my opponent. So what I mean by this is, I'm gonna repeat the sequence. So I'm here, I'm gonna backstab, Danya hides the leg, I'm gonna go for the toe hold, she defends, I have the knee bar. Once I have this position here, it is very hard for Danya to defend, okay? So I already have my knees bent, Danya is not escaping. So from here, everyone, slowly pushing forward, just so my opponent taps. I don't need to rip the submission, I don't need to push my hip forward super fast. Okay, this is just hurting her, there's no escape for her anymore. So just putting a little bit of pressure slowly is already going to do the trick. Okay, so try and just switching with each other, guys. No time limit, just try to see those options. The foot is dangling, you go for the foot. Your opponent uses the foot to break your grip, go back to the knee bar, just switching between toe hold and knee bar. This is gonna be applicable for many other positions, but specifically for this one, it's a really good set of attacks to have. Okay, let's see another one, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna walk Danya through another variation that we can use that prevents your opponent from hiding the leg. And this is gonna work specifically if your opponent has a half guard and is closing a triangle. This happens a lot of the times. A lot of times people are using the half guard and they're gonna have this lock. So same situation that we had here before. We're fighting for the control. Then it's gonna backstab, and immediately when she backstabs, she's gonna be controlling this foot here from the bottom. Why is that? Because if she's not controlling, I can simply hide. But as she backstabs, if she has this grip, I can no longer use my legs, I can no longer hide it. So from here, this puts me in a difficult spot but at the same time, Dani needs her hands to attack my knee. So what she's going to do, this hand that she's using to control the foot, she's going to replace for her legs. So she's gonna place her knee in front of my foot. Now my legs are trapped. She's just going to either cross the legs or go for a triangle. She's gonna fall on her side already with my knee bar. And from here, she's already extending, pulling my foot towards her face, hip forward, and getting the knee bar that we already saw before, but this detail makes a lot of difference. It's a very hard position to defend. Okay, everyone? So one more time. Start here. So I had the triangle done, I saw that. As she backsteps, she already grabs my foot. Okay? So cannot switch, cannot protect my knees. She's just gonna place her knee in front of my foot. She's going to go for my heel, drop on her side. Pay attention, people, that she keeps controlling my foot the whole time, so I'm pretty trapped here. She's just going to pull my foot towards her face, push her hip forward, getting the knee bar, and closing the deal. Alright, so basically, people, it's the same idea of the previous positions, just adding these details. It's gonna make it easier for you guys to get these positions, because we have to, how can I say, understand that our opponents are going to react, expect that reaction, so we can already work with those reactions and adjusting ourselves to those situations, okay? So like I said, first one, my opponent got to hide the leg, then you guys can switch for the toe holds. If the toe holds no longer available, go back to the knee bar, and you guys can put your opponent in a difficult situation like this. The second option, you are already backstepping, preventing the leg from being hidden. The knee bar is already there, and it's going to be a way more comfortable position. Both are really good options. See whatever fits you best. Okay, let's train a little bit, people. Oh, okay, everyone. So, last days in which we're going to be working in this scenario. Working on a specific training here in which Dani has a half guard, I'm on top, I'm trying to get a submission or a pass, okay? Dani is trying to keep her guard from being passed, keep her legs protected, and trying to get a sweep. If either of us reach our goals, back from the beginning, switching sides, okay, just working with each other. Doing this for 3 minutes, one of you on top, the other one on the bottom, and then you guys switch. And then you add some extra rolls to it. And again, guys, if you have questions, write in the comments, write in the Facebook group, write me, or better, show up to the live stream that we have every Tuesday at 7:15. All right, guys, hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone is safe. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.